industry do, which is playing it safe and doing what everybody else is doing. We all watch porn, but we don't talk about it. And porn, therefore, exists in a parallel universe, in a shadowy otherworld. When you
shadowy underworld
into the shadows and underground, you make it a lot easier for bad things to happen, and you make it much more difficult for good things to happen. And that's why the answer to everything that worries people about porn is not to shut down, censor, clamp down, block, repress. The answer is to open up. Open up the dialogue around sex in the real world.
Open her up, baby.
We celebrate real-world sex that we all have in our real-world everyday lives. We celebrate real-world people, real-world bodies, penis size, breast size, cellulite, real-world beauty, wonderful real-world bodies that we find the hottest things going because we love the person whose body that is.
Makes sense.
Real-world sex is hotter, more arousing, more wonderful, more amazing, more surprising, and more extraordinary than porn will ever be.
First time was probably around like 11. It was actually I was playing games on the computer, and basically I clicked on what I thought would be like an interesting looking game, and it turned out to be like porn. I was surprised. I was like, I didn't see it coming, didn't really understand it, so I left. And later on, sometime around the time that puberty started happening, I think I just kind of went on like Google and just searched up like nude girls, things like that.
Yeah, I've seen porn before. Most of my friends, I don't know anyone who hasn't.
Do you remember how old you were the first time you saw it?
Probably like 10. When you're that young, you don't really understand why they're doing it, because you haven't really developed. But it was just interesting. And then after puberty, then you just watch it all the time. Yeah, I watch porn, pretty much. Like every day or so.
Once upon a time, back in my day, if you were one of those parents prepared to have that conversation, the conversation used to be purely logistical. The conversation used to be, when a man loves a woman, this goes into this, the birds and the bees. The conversation parents need to have today goes, darling, we know you're online, and we know you're looking at hardcore porn sites, and we just need to explain to you
what you're looking at.
Not all women like being tied, bound, gang-banged, raped, choked, and have men come all over them. And actually, not all men like doing that either. Parents are not having that conversation, and they really need to. What I say to parents is, you want your children to be happy. Actually, being open and honest about sex is one of the most fundamental ways in which you can guarantee your child's happiness going forward and for the rest of their lives.
More women are watching online porn today, and it's giving rise to a genre called female-friendly porn. I was curious whether Gail Dines saw any value in this kind of
female-friendly porn, eh? I don't know. What the hell is that? I'm gonna have to Google that later. What is female-friendly porn? Like, isn't it all female-friendly? I mean, like, what would be the opposite of that? Gay porn? I don't know.
Porn, or whether she thinks all porn is irredeemably bad.
I think the larger question to ask is, do we want an industry to define how we should have sex, who we are sexually, what our sexual template should be? Or do you think there are some parts of our life that we should own? And I think we've gotten to the point now where we don't even ask the question, what does it mean to be the author of one's own sexuality?
I feel estranged from my sexuality, like it's somebody else's. I want to reclaim my sexual desires. I'm not attempting to perform conversion therapy on myself to rid myself of the demons of my porno past. I'm trying to go back to 2002 and take away the computer and figure out what feels good through honest, sensual exploration.
Being the author of one's own sexuality. Cindy Gallup's idea is about promoting real-world sex. Educator Blake Spence wants teenage boys to think critically about pornography. And for Isaac Abel, It's about reclaiming his sexual desires without porn.
I want a porn.
I love basketball
Porn
for
diet.
a lot of reasons. One of them is definitely the state of mind and state of body that I get in. You know, it's just an extremely engaging and just forces me to sort of be present and in that moment. And for me, I think part of that is just being so active. It forces my mind to rest, just be fluidly with my body. And, you know, it's something that I wish sex was more like. You know, if sex could be like basketball for me, I would consider that progress.
Sex like basketball. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me at all.
Earlier this year, Isaac Abel joined the thousands of young men who are doing what has come to be known as NoFap. NoFap means saying no to masturbation and the porn that generally fuels it. The proponents of NoFap call it,
I'm done whacking off. I'm
a
doing
sexual
it up.
revolution in the making.
I'm on strike.
It's made up of
It's called
thousands of
jerk
former
off strike.
porn users
I'm done
who
with
say
it.
that they've become slaves to the whims
Yeah.
of the porn
Yeah.
industry.
It's been
And
3
they're
years.
quitting masturbating to porn altogether. Isaac says it is his way of regaining full ownership of his sexual desires.
For me, it's just really being able to focus on the physical sensations, you know, I'm feeling and looking at my partner and just being happy about that. And part of it is just not caring so much, not feeling like I need to look good when I'm doing this, I need to come, I need to perform, you know, taking some of the pressure off. And, you know, that's sort of a pleasure in and of itself. This is something I'm still thinking a lot about. Even if I can heal myself, what do I heal it to? You know, what is positive sex? What is healthy sex? What is whole sex? I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate, you know, sensuality, emotionality, mindfulness, all of that into sex. And I don't know exactly what it looks like, but it's definitely worth pursuing. And I feel like now I'm much closer to it than I used to be.
Well, guys, we're gonna sum that up. Let's do a little bit of 70s porn music here. Listen to this track here. I'm gonna crank it up.
It's so hard what you find. Turn around, look and find you don't believe in magic.
Chest, stomach, hair.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. So let's sum it up, guys. We know that porn is going to be changing. It's going to be getting worse. You know, your kid's at home. And you know that he's watching porn as soon as you leave the house. As soon as you leave the house, he's grabbing the fucking porn. And he's grabbing some Kleenex. And he's going to Pound Town. Maybe you send him a text and let him know that you're coming home. And catch him in the act. Yeah. Yeah. Let's listen to another track here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Dude, having a happy day here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a fucking great beat. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh, I want to hear this one. Porno Groove. Let's crank this one up. This is our last track here. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, did you order a large pizza with extra sausage? Well, yes, I did, sir. I'm short on money. Do you need a tip? How about a blowjob? Well, guys, this is Scotty too Hotty, and I'm all porned out. This is my longest podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this one, but this is going to help me give a good interview when I have a sexual addictions, internet addictions, and sexual addictions therapist in, and I'll be able to be educated and give them a fucking good interview. Scotty too Hotty, and I'm out.